So our topic is going to be about overall just kind of gaming in the 2000s. But Nova, what year were you born?
I was born in 1992.
Okay, and I'm 98. So that's the thing with this is like you're a little bit older than me, so like the timeline, I don't want to say the timeline's different, but it's like there's definitely going to be games that you were playing in a different part of
Mm.
your life that I was playing at the same time, but I was
Yeah.
like significantly younger. This is back
Mm.
to the 2000s, but it really is just like nostalgia in general, whether it is something from
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
90s, mainly the 2000s, but also like I was still a kid in like the 2010s, so
Hmm.
sometimes I post things from the 2010s as well. So it is just kind of nostalgia in general. So
Yeah.
when it comes to gaming in the 2000s, this may kind of encroach a little bit into like the 2010s as well, for sure.
Absolutely. I think first and foremost, I just want to say the 2000s, I think was just the elite level of gaming. Um, People would argue, the 90s were a great time with Sega and Nintendo going head to head, but I think the gaming industry kind of rapidly grew really fast. Like ushering into the 2000s, and we have these 3D models, and now we have all these young hungry developers trying to like create a new concept. You have all these like these these alpha consoles and stuff. Like you got Microsoft, you got Sony, you got Nintendo, you got Sega. I think I think with that competition created a lot of great content for the time because everybody was trying to hit those sales, man. I think everybody
Right.
was trying to win.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I feel like, and maybe again, I was young here, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I definitely feel like there was a lot, but I feel like when the PS2 and the original Xbox
Mm.
dropped, that's when everything really started to shift. In my opinion,
Yeah,
from my view,
yeah.
that's when it really became like, okay, gaming is on a different level, and the graphics are
Hmm.
improving and things. And now, I mean, we look at it now where the gaming universe is like you either have a PC, which has always been a thing, or
Yeah.
the console wars between the PlayStation and Xbox, and then Nintendo. But Nintendo's kind of on its own path. It does its own thing. There's no like
Yeah,
competition with
Nintendo is
that.
definitely Nintendo. I think definitely kicked the door down. Pretty much, I think they're the. I'm gonna use a lot of like wrestling references here, but I think they are the WWE of gaming because they stuck to their ways. I don't even know if I would say WWE. I don't even know how I could compare Nintendo because I feel like they are more linear than anything when it comes to game. They stick to their trusted titles.
Right.
Um,
And they don't fuck around with those titles either. They're
yeah, they're
very close
innovative.
knit
I'll
with
say
those
that
titles.
much.
Yeah,
Very innovative in the handheld game, which
they're the they're
is
the damn early 2000s TNA of video games. That's what they are.
yeah, could yeah
They be doing they be doing their own thing.
yeah they stuck to their guns, but they weren't afraid to experiment as far as like with their consoles. Like I think the Game Boy, of course, is
Right.
revolutionary,
Right.
revolutionary system right there. Handheld gaming. Not I'm not big. I don't know much on the history of gaming as I should. I know I watched a lot of tech TV. Growing up, there was a show they had icons where they would talk about certain things like that. But like for my era of gaming, the Game Boy, of course, was like my first console. I would say first console. I had a Game Boy Color. I had a green one, the green Game Boy Color, and of course Pokemon Red. Man,
There you go.
that's the '90s. We're in the 2000s. We're going back to
No,
the
for sure.
2000s.